Alright, we got through the trial day. So now we have an investigation period as Phoenix and then a trial period as Phoenix, I assume? What are we at? We're just coming up on 2 hours. So we're doing a little under an hour per thing. So if there's like 2 investigations that both take about an hour and then 2 trial days that take about an hour each, we should be able to finish the stream in about 6 hours, 5.5 hours hopefully. So let's get going and hope that I can. Did that just say the Hody Clinic? Why? Still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor Mia Fey had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back, backwards. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable, but I know that he'll be able to help me with them somehow. Dusky Bridge. Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Viridian, an artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees, nothing to worry about. Don't you, like, doesn't the human body need to be, like, is it 98.6? And, like, even, like, 1 degree off of that is, like, pretty bad. Cough, cough, cough. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah, in the end, the Shishishito did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself or I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. Huh, that's probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is our client's background, naturally. You mean Iris, sir? I have the feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so that we can get across to the other side. Ah, that's right, Maya's still stuck over at the inner temple. But don't you worry, pal! As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. You can count on your boy, Gumshoe! Thank you, Gumshoe. Cough, cough, cough. Okay, yeah, I get it. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off! Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. But in the meantime, I gotta continue collecting evidence. We probably don't need to examine stuff at this point. Not unless we see anything that looks different from what we saw as Edgeworth. Is Larry down here? Looks like no one's here. Larry! Laurice! I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Alright. To the main gate. Gonna talk to Bikini. Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy I know who would be this persistent and high-strung. Oh, Larry's here, actually. Talking about the heroine here, the heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Oh, Franziska's here. Enough! A fool's fool, fools who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Huh? Me? Wait a second, I know you. Ow! Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up and you want me to grill me over a name? Franzi, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death, or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse, isn't that one of your American sayings? Just beat a dead horse. And it's a bad thing to do. No, it's not, and I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick, tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book, Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip. What the heck? Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least a semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh! Just like that dude with the red underwear. Is bro talking about Superman? Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Off he goes. Huh, it's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright. What's up, Franziska? Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right, extending my perfect win record, naturally. Oh joy, sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I'm Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason: revenge. Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he's gone from this world. He died? Did he die at the end of the first game? I don't remember. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me, this I promise, but it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth. Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. And that's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kinda cute. Ow! No smirking! No whipping the sick! That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth, make no mistake, Phoenix Wright, I came here for one thing and one thing only. To pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some Cold Killer X, you know? I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did make it a very interesting read, you know? Attempting to cross a burning bridge, did you even consider the dangers? No, the only thought in my mind was I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's gotta be okay, I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. Alright, I don't know if we have anything to show to Franziska. Let's just keep going around and talking to people for now. Meh. That was one long sigh. Ah, Bikini. Sister Bikini? My, I didn't know you were here. How you doing? You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise? Now that I think about it, There's an acolyte stuck at the Inner Temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl? You don't mean Pearl, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearl also missing is really weird in this case. Maybe Pearl is the killer. Maybe she did it. Guess I beat my first playthrough of Final Fantasy 16. Did everything except the Chronolist. Now to purchase DLC. Enjoy it, man. FF16 had some pretty good DLC. That game is great. Good time. Pearl? She's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Alright. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning. I don't see any psych locks, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. Felt like I might start flying myself. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, started to wonder if I'd acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. Yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble and nothing else. If both Bikini and Lair are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. Very sus. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple, is that correct? That's right, I'm sure it was Iris. But Iris claims she was in a room in Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night, but because you did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the Inner Temple. I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The trading hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the trading hall. We gotta get Maya out of there fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way of escape. Oh dear, yes I suppose it does. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. Always trust in Gumshoe, always. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions. Do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? What? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or bust size for that matter. What is wrong with this chick? No, I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I notice you always refer to Miss Denham as Mystic Elise. Oh? Yeah. Now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. I still think she's Maya's mom. We address all our visitors as Mystic. It makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Ooh, Cyclock. I think that you know that Elise is Mystic Ami. Or no, not Mystic Ami. Mystic Ami is the one who founded the thing. Sorry, I'm thinking of the statue. I think that you know Elise is Maya and Mia's mom, which is Mystic... Misty? Misty. I think Misty Fey. Seems Miss Elise was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearl. She was with Miss Denham on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. What if Elise, who is actually Misty, was worried after what Pearl's mom did to try and get rid of Maya? She was worried that Pearl was going to try and take the role of master for Maya or whatever, so she, like, kidnapped Pearl. But then, for some reason, Dahlia showed up and killed Mystic Misty. How does Dahlia fit into this? It's all got to be connected somehow. Oh, I can talk about Pearl, okay. Why did Pearl have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh, man, my head's throbbing so bad it's killing me. Pearl, she was with Miss Denham on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner. The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearl could be. She just has to be there. Oh, Pearl has to be with Maya over at the inner temple. That's what we're saying. That makes sense, because there are only two possibilities in my mind. She's at the inner temple, which means she's cut off from us and we can't get to her at all. If she was over there, though, you would think that her and Maya would go to the edge of the bridge and, like, wave and shout and be like, hey, we're okay. So I wonder what's up with that. Although they might be, the inner temple had that fancy, like, prison cell-looking gate, if I remember right. So maybe she's locked inside of it. And Pearl could be, too, I guess? I don't know. But anyways, Pearl either has to be over at the inner temple, locked away with Maya, or Pearl has to have been, like, kidnapped by, Elise, who may be Misty Fey, or something, and has been, like, locked away somewhere else. I need a drink of water. Come on, Gumshoe, tell me you'll be done with the repairs soon. Always count on Gumshoe. That was 5 locks, so I doubt I can interrogation jutsu my way through this yet, but let's just take a look real quick. And see what it, like, says. Elise Denham. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Denham had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was. Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yeah, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Denham's true identity. Is it that she's Misty Fey? She has to be Misty Fey. There's no one else she could be. Am I supposed to present this? Or am I gonna get more decisive? I don't think we need to do this lock right now. It's 5 locks. We're gonna need more evidence. So we'll come back here later. Courtyard, anything over here? This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Oh, you want me to examine? Shishishito in Mystic Ami's hand, but it was proven in court it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Yada yada. Okay, okay. Main gate's on the other side of the stone wall. Difference elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep the hillside is. That's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Denham was pushed from the top of the wall? Get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun. They're tools for getting around. But the sled, now that's got to be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. Okay. That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It's kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms are on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Denham was staying in the corner room. Guess that's where she was pushed from that night. Well, I don't think she would have been pushed from her room if she was killed over at the bridge and then it brought over with the snowmobile. Miss Denham's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached. Guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge. But what was it doing all the way out there? A few of these stone lanterns scattered across without the city glare to compete with. I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now since ours can't be here. Is that all? Is nothing actually useful here? Maybe we come here later and like Edgeworth or someone is here. Alright, well. Hey! What was that jarring, inconsiderately loud yell? This is where you've been. Keep it nice and warm, I see. Gumshoe! Detective, have you finished repair at the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well, then I'll come along with you, Anne. Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what I mean. Ah! Francisco. It's been a while, Scruffy. It's Miss Von Karma. Von Karma! Stop being mean to Gumshoe. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My, well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. I don't believe that. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence. I, Francisca Von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously gonna follow me around, is she? Oh, do we get Von Karma as our Maya for this? That's hilarious. Oh, do you have anything to say about the bridge being rebuilt? Nope. Alright, so let's go get Maya and maybe Pearl then. Holy cow, Gumshoe is the goat? How does he do it? We're here! Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Ah, Mr. Nick. Oh my goodness, it's Pearl. That voice. You're alive. Pearl. Mr. Nick, Mr. Nick. So you were here ever since that night. I was so lonely I thought I was gonna die. When I woke up in the morning and saw that Dusky Bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone? Wait, Maya isn't here? Must have been very trying for you, little girl. Ah, I'm Francisca Von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Get absolutely destroyed, Francisca. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Ow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything! You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, Pearl, weren't you with Maya? Ah! I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearl? Wham! Mystic Maya! Hey, wait, Pearl! She just ran off! Alright, you should chase her? That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearl acting like that? It's giving me the creeps. I guess I better take another look around since I finally got the chance, especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Something seems different. I mean, the bridge is, like, burnt down. Phoenix Wright? What? And would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that. That's an anchor for one of the wires that's used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burnt down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. I didn't say anything. The Buddha's different? The incinerator different? Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. She'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is open, and it's almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think, Franziska von Karma? Seem to remember. It was like covered in snow, so it must have been used to incinerate something. That's why everything melted around it. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. The other murder weapon or something? In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright, it's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. Oh, Franziska. Anything else other than the incinerator? I bet the incinerator is the main thing we wanted. This must be the door that leads to the inner temple, where Mia Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yeah, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Ow! You're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. Sign says inner temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright. She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? Yeah, okay, she's kind of got us on that one, yeah. That's got nothing to do with anything, and who told you that? She's, like, kind of right, though. Like, as an American, I can confirm. We do like doing whatever we want. It's a psych lock, but, like, a real lock? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Oh, also, the Misty Fey thing has been absolutely smeared to heck and back. Maya, she was supposed to be in here training, yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is given some really strange vibes. I want to know about this first. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... a woman? I don't see any woman here. You can see the feet at the bottom. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? This scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, there is a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce, so when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. Honestly, you know, she might be onto something. Yo, Butter, welcome to stream. No, no one does that! For starters, it stinks! This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Misty Fey's image is obscured by gravy. Okay. Scroll shows a picture of Misty Fey, master of the crane channeling technique, but why would anyone cover it in gravy? Can't make out what's drawn on this scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans and your so-called artists. Artists? Yeah. Huh, this door, when I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? I thought even- Oh, Godot's back! Ah, Godot music. I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite. Prosecutor Godot? I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Ha! I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so... I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You're the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mayor? Tried the wild mayor. Yeah, honestly, you kind of nailed her there. Is my multi-chat not working properly again? What is with the multi-chat today? It's not showing YouTube chat messages. Hello, people in the YouTube chat. I haven't seen you talking for a little bit because I just realized that the multi-chat was busted again. There we go. It should be fixed now. Hopefully it stays fixed. I see the Kick chat and the Twitch chat. Yeah, the YouTube chat is the one that wasn't popping up. This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Ha! Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. Time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is mine. Hey, Philly, know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only gonna say this once, Lady Von Wippenberg. Go home! Phoenix Wright! What are you hitting me for? Ha! You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? Still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger or is it sorrow? Oh, we talked to Godot here, okay. Why does Godot get a guy playing the saxophone following him everywhere he goes? That's gotta cut into his coffee budget, right? Godot's the kind of guy to post on Twitter like, hey, I need help with my budget. Internet, rent, etc. Coffee, $500. Saxophone guy, $300. Someone please help me balance this. And they're like, have you considered cutting back on coffee? Or like, going without the saxophone? And he was like, shut up. Worthless opinion. You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of heck to do battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extradited from heck is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustments of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. What? What on earth are you talking about, Godot? Even someone like me. So you mean that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Trite, you. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended and who ended it for me? Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. What the heck is Godot on? Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Earlier, you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said, too. And I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Mia Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we're standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party is yet to explore. So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Trite, that you sent Mia Fey to her death. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Why is he calling her a horse? Is Francisca a horse girl? Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Okay, so Godot is mad at Phoenix because he blames Phoenix for Mia being dead. Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me. And do you know who that was? It was Mia Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. Mia Fey. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man, but she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, it's one case I'll never forget, but I got that guy personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught, but that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time, you and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. Phoenix was not in the room with Mia when Mia was killed. What are you talking about? You say Mia Fey was your teacher? Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death, no. What is this peculiar-looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would, well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well, then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key? Ha! Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. There's no keyhole? That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple, the accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Mia Fey was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock? I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth. Listen up, Trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Okay. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Alright, I think we're done in here then. I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Gumshoe! Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ah, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah! Something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting. A friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So what's up, Gumshoe? Something on your mind? How'd you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How'd you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? A kind of garden-like garden? A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. Alright, I'm going to the garden. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course, what else would we do? Really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Alright, to the garden. He was probably thinking of washing off Maya's name written upside down in blood, if I had to guess. That's what I'm thinking. Man, I hope I have enough water for this stream. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here! Don't you know, Scruffy? Avon Karma will always show up whenever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... Alright, Gumshoe, what's up? How's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of this scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern in the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. Guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Go tell you yet? Words? Yeah, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait since she's the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Alright, definitely this. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? You kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You'll answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Okay, so probably more dialogue with Gumshoe. Let's examine everything first. There are a couple of torches here. Guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit at the time, I guess. This music is kind of a bop. Little lantern, a little statue. Certainly a quaint little garden. Ah! What is this huge bowl here for? I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over, but the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. Wonder if this has any impact on the case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Ah! Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Alright. What is this? There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise. Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is gonna be my ticket to get in some very big answers. Karain Master's Talisman is what this is called? Okay, so yeah, I was already pretty convinced, but she is definitely Misty Fey. She has to be. Man, Misty Fey finally shows up and immediately gets murdered. Poor Maya just can't keep any family members. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here, and it's an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone. Got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see? Gumshoe. I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it. Ah! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. Interesting. Okay, the thing that... This must be what we need to break, What's-Her-Face's Cyclock. The fact that Elise was holding the Karain Master's whatever. That basically proves that she is, Misty Fey. Maya, so these letters are written in blood? Yeah, what's worse is it's the victim's blood. What? This is Miss Denum's blood? Denham, whatever you say her name? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. How much blood did that lady have? It was on the crystal sphere, it was on this, it was on the Shishishito. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down. You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Gumshoe. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Denham wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Denham's murder. At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? True crime scene. So Miss Denham was killed here. However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? But wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here, someone could have easily set that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Oh yeah, they couldn't have ever done it after the murder. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. Ugh, I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. Should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Okay, so it sounds like then what I want to do is I want to go try to break that psych lock now that I have the thing. Main gate. We're getting there. Oh, wait, something here first? Seems you have a visitor. Oh, Iris. Mr. Wright. Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him. We gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? All right, let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright. Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright, I can't allow you to come with us. What? Hate to be the one to break it to you, but Mia Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's Maya, Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Aye. Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now, excuse us. Alright, we gotta talk to Bikini still, then. Ah! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Oh yeah, it won't even let me go to the bridge now, okay. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My, hello you two, how you doing? Ha ha ha. From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. She talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris, she was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Ah! Glare. Aw, yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. Sniffle. You two are the only ones who've said that to me. Can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave to testify truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those Cyclocks of hers. Okay, so I must be able to break all the Cyclocks right now, then. Interrogation Jutsu! This could be the last interrogation jutsu in the game. We could end up doing the last interrogation at any point now, since we're in the last case. I should have saved before doing this, but oh well. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming clear. I'm convinced Miss Elise had a special significance to the temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though, but now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Denham's true identity. She was wearing the Crane Master's talisman. Only Misty Fey should be wearing this. Miss Denham had this charm with her at all times. Ah, where did you? This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Denham really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Denham's true identity. The hanging scroll that has been messed up. I'm a genius. Painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll shows the master of the crane channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. Ah! This crest is reserved for the master of Crane. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Mia Fey, told me. What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Fey's daughter? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor. Mystic Misty! Or they're all gone, okay. Jutsu successful. Let's go. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Crane talisman? It's the symbol of the master of Crane. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death. So Elise Denham was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Fey, the master of the Crane channeling technique. I friggin' knew it. It was pretty obvious. The truth comes out at last. Looks like we were making some headway here, and another Fey has been murdered. Tell me, sister. It's a very cursed family. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... is there an earthquake? What's happening? It can't be. Earthquake! Ah! Oh my goodness, the inner temple, this kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall, it might very well cave in. What? Maya! Ruh-roh. Well, Maya's dead. It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, all right? Of course, you run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Words. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's all right. Oh, yeah, Edgeworth gets freaked out by earthquakes because of the Von Karma thing where his dad died, right? He was stuck in the elevator. I forgot about that. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. Away we go. We gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right! Ah! What are you doing here? Ugh. How could I have? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Ah! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No. The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Iris is gone? Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? What? Why would Iris run? Is she actually Dahlia? So it was just now during the... Oh, Edgeworth lost his cool during the earthquake and Iris got away. It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. Aw, I feel bad for Edgeworth. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. Can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous, why would I? The inner temple is like an island, there's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. You think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall's sacred cavern now. All right, let's go. Inner Temple Training Hall. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern hadn't caved in, but what we found was something none of us ever expected. What the? Interrogation jutsu? It's super locked? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris! Iris, please tell me. What the heck is going on? Oh, to be continued? What a cliffhanger. Okay.